Nobody told you how chaotic the nomad life can get. You finally did it. You booked the flight. You're free. But now it's messy. You're tired, you're overstimulated, a little lost, and if you're not careful, freedom turns into burnout. I am 22, and in the past 6 months, I lived in Lisbon, Bali, Vietnam, Madeira, and now I'm back in Lisbon. And I haven't been home since. Home for me is Amsterdam, by the way. Honestly, it's fucking incredible. I love it. But being away for half a year now, it's also a bit exhausting. And the only reason I didn't crash or burn out, structure. And in this video, I'm sharing with you the lessons I wish I had before I started my nomadic journey or traveling as a remote professional. We're gonna talk about how to stay grounded while traveling, how to settle quick in every new place, and how to make this lifestyle actually work without losing yourself. Let's get into it. When I just started traveling, I used to just show up, drop my bags, wander around and see what's gonna happen. And that's fun for a week, but after that, I almost always felt lost. No momentum, no structure, just floating. So now I follow the same 5 steps every time I land. And the good part, you can literally copy paste me. Step 1, research before arrival. This is just so you don't waste the first 3 days wandering around and doing some bullshit. Because before I even book a place, I always spend at least 20 to 30 minutes on research. Watch 2-3 YouTube videos because creators always talk about the best districts to stay and 5 places you need to visit in Bali or Vietnam, or why Da Nang is so cool, or POV living as a 22-year-old digital nomad. What I do when I watch those videos, I just take up my Google Maps, pin good gyms, pin some good cafes, and search for a couple of co-workings. I just Google best co-working space in city you're visiting, or best nomad communities in place of destination. Why? Well, because once I land, I want to get moving. Step 2, lock in a long-term stay. You don't need to bounce every 3 days. If you want to get into the flow, book one solid spot for your entire stay at that certain place that you're gonna stay for X amount of time. Ideally, somewhere that's grabbable or good with a bolt to go to places. So near the co-workings, near the cafes, near the gyms, has decent Wi-Fi and AC, because trust me, if you're going to a warmer country, you want AC. And if you're gonna stay somewhere for a longer period of time, is it good located for side trips? Step 3, visit your routine anchors. The first day or morning after I arrive at the place, I visit the gym I go to, test co-working spaces, and find a food spot where I can buy healthy food or can eat healthy consistently. I just show up and scope it out, so when you have the basics there, you can just get locked in. Step 4, I use the 5 to 2. My structure in that is quite simple. It's just 5 days of work and 2 days of visiting spots. Sometimes it's 6 days of work and 1 day of visiting spots, but it depends on the workload I need to move. So Monday till Friday, work, sometimes Saturday. Saturdays, Sundays, adventures, cool trips, and just doing fun shit like playing paddle on the beach. This gives you rhythm and freedom because you won't burn out trying to do everything at the same time. Step 5, plug in to a community. Once I'm grounded, I just go to a community. And here are the places that I look. I always look on Meetup, search for digital nomad or entrepreneurs events, or I just Google nomad events in destination. I go to co-working spaces because co-working spaces most often organize a lot of events as well. Or if I already visited the place, like right now in Lisbon, I just meet up with some friends that are already living here. This system, it keeps me grounded. But there's still one gap I almost see every nomad or traveler fall into. When I first got to Bali, I thought I had to say yes to everything. New friends, dinners, networking, grabbing drinks, doing weekend trips. Because when you're in a new place, everything feels like a chance to connect, grow, explore. But what I didn't realize at first was this. If you say yes to everything, you burn out before any meaningful things can actually happen. I just was busy, not fulfilled. That's when I learned one of the most important lessons for in this lifestyle or in your life in general. Create your own boundaries. Here's what I started doing that literally changed everything. I'm tired, I go to bed, not another networking event. If I feel overstimulated, I go quiet and not try to force myself to have all kinds of conversations. And if I don't vibe with a person or with a certain invite, I just say no. Guilt-free. It's okay to say no to things and people. You're not missing out anything. See yourself as a piece of bamboo. Flexible, adaptable, and can handle lots of force. But still, you're grounded. Because the opportunities are infinite when you travel. But your energy is not. And the goal isn't to do everything. It's to protect a version of you who can do the right things really well. But even with boundaries, you don't have to be alone. Let's talk about building deep connections, even when you're solo. Most people, they wait to be invited. They wait for the perfect moment to meet the right crew. But if you wait, you'll miss it. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to move. What actually works? Going to run clubs. It's the easiest way to actively meet people and have some nice chats with a really low entry barrier. Because most often after a run club, you just grab a coffee or a coconut or wherever. Run clubs are golden nuggets. Co-working spaces. When you go to a co-working space and show up consistently, you start to recognize people, you start chatting with people at the coffee machine, and in that way you build connections as well. And go to meetups and events. Search on Instagram, Google, Meetup, and just show up solo. Don't wait for someone to say hello. No, you go first. Say hello. Invite someone. Start small. But the real cheat code, build visibility on Instagram or LinkedIn. And if you have that visibility, get people their phone numbers and chat with them on WhatsApp to actually meet up. Most of the people I meet while traveling, we just connect on Instagram, sometimes on LinkedIn, but it depends on the type of person. And then just simply like their stories or send them a DM. A friend and now a client of mine, I first met him in Lisbon. We followed each other online on Instagram, and months later, when I went to Bali, I posted a story that I was in Canggu, and he replied, "Hey man, how you doing? I just landed and I'm going to Canggu right now." Then we met again. Not in Lisbon this time, but in Bali. We went out surfing, we grabbed some dinner, some lunch, we started talking a bit, and right now he's a client of mine. We're in a partnership right now. We have weekly meetings, we close some deals. Well, I just closed my first couple of deals for him, so that's really good as well. And we chat on WhatsApp all the time, and all of that just because of one story on Instagram. So if this was marketing, your Instagram would be top of funnel for visibility, and to follow up with people, you just connect them on WhatsApp. So when you meet someone, cool, ask their number, follow them on IG, and have the real conversation on WhatsApp. Stay in touch with each other and start building your little crew, because Instagram shows people where they are and the connection you can already make through WhatsApp. If you haven't found your people yet, that's fine. That's totally okay. Just sit alone, go on that date, take that one hike, or go to that one meetup. Nobody is judging you if you're just living your life. Because if you don't go first, you will always be waiting. But if you do, you will unlock a whole new way of connecting with the world. Most people think this lifestyle is easy and that it's all about freedom. And it is about freedom, most definitely. But that doesn't mean that it's always easy. Some days you're just exhausted. Some days you're working late, figuring out logistics, chasing Wi-Fi. But then there's always a moment where you sit down, watch a sunset, look at the ocean, look at the view of the city that you're in, and you feel it. gratitude, presence. Every time I slow down like that, it reminds me, you choose this. You're free, even when it's hard. The work, it can be heavy, but remind yourself, you're alive. And you get to experience all of this. And that's what I hope you'll remember when you build this life, when you go traveling, when you build that business. Don't wait until you're exhausted and you realize you need structure. Build it early and protect your own energy. Most of all, don't forget the view while you're building, because freedom is only fun when it's sustainable. 90% of you is not subscribed yet. And if this video was helpful, hit that subscribe button. It helps me and it helps this channel grow, so I can put out the best content for you possible. And if you want to see right now what living in Vietnam really looks like for 3 weeks, check this out next. Visionaries, take action, create your own story, and I'll check you out later. Ciao.